I landed here in Melbourne about 1 week ago after spending 3 weeks. And during that time, I had the opportunity to do a number of things. Minister at Kijabe Girls, minister at Faith Brooks, minister at Agape Solutions, minister at Nakuru Methodist, minister at Presbyterian Church Men's Fellowship, minister at my very good friend Bishop Tinkoi's daughter engagement party, and spent time with my father, who is in his 80s, late 80s, and he had stroke some few years ago. I had also the opportunity to sort out some of my land issues in Kenya. But during that time also, I had some sad news. A young man who I ministered to when we were in St. Lucia, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, had a tragic accident and he died. And that touched us deeply because of the story of how I saw this shop, which was a curio shop, and I was with my wife and daughter and husband, and I joked with them and I said I wanted to play a prank on this young man. And so when we went to this curio shop in St. Lucia, South Africa, I told him I had been sent from Kenya because he had not been there for 10 years and he had not taken his Zulu wife. It was meant to be a joke, but it turned out that even in my holiday mood and shorts and all that what was saying was true. So he teared up and he confessed that he was so surprised and wondered who I was. And this young man just, when I was in Kenya, had an accident, because I advised him that even though I was joking, that I was a servant of God and that God uses me in the prophetic, and we formed a bond for the week of holiday we were there. He really took up he really became concerned and followed us up, and he became like a tour guide, a son, and all that. And since that time, which was 1 year ago, we've been communicating. And so his tragic death touched me to the core. And another death was our cake matron. My best man was my uncle, the last born of my mother, and he lost his wife while they were on holiday in Malindi. And now I've just learned of the passing of His Excellency Honorable Raila Odinga, and of course he's been a towering figure in the politics of Kenya, and his passing leaves many questions. One being, how will the opposition politics look like? Of course, he had joined the main government. How will politics look like in Luo Nyanza? What will happen in Kenya? And obviously a vacuum has been left, and we need people who are constitutionally minded, reformers, those who want to fight corruption, and those who want to see the implementation of the 2010 Constitution, which he fought for, the safeguarding of the multi-party politics, with the concern that there's something I saw on the Gazette that they want to increase 7 years of the current presidency. All those things are against the ideals of what His Excellency Raila Odinga stood for. So during these 7 days of mourning in Kenya, I think we need to reflect and ask ourselves, are the people who are going to take the mantle that has been left by this leader going to spearhead change? And are we going to get free and fair elections in 2027? I think the best gift that can be given to the late Raila Odinga is to ensure that 2027 we have free, fair elections, and that elections are not stolen, and that we have a new breed of reformers in our nation. So I want to pass my condolence to all the Kenyans during this time of mourning. We in diaspora mourn with you. He has passed in diaspora. At one time he ran to Norway from the regime of the day that was that was after his neck. And so he's also one of us. Those of us in diaspora feel the pain with those in Kenya. The Lord bless you, Kenyans, as we mourn the passing of late Raila Odinga. God bless you.